On 19th August 2020, the cabinet approved setting up of a national recruitment agency, NRA. Why we needed an NRA and what are the reforms or changes we're going to see. So let's see some tweets. All the informations are taken from narendramodi.in. The first tweet suggests that NRA's prime purpose is to conduct a common eligibility test. The second tweet, it says that it benefits job-seeking youth of the country. The third tweet is a specific relief for candidates from rural areas, women, and also the CET score is said to be valid for 3 years with no bar on the number of attempts, just like the cabinet was chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay, and they call it a transformational reform in the recruitment process for central jobs. Okay, now why the reforms are a major boon for youth? It says that we have to appear for separate examinations earlier, and we are connected by multiple recruitment agencies. Okay, and which had similar eligibility criteria. We had to pay multiple recruitment agencies. We have to go for multiple travel to appear for various examinations, and these all were burdens on candidates. Okay, and multiple law and order securities issues. Okay, so these points they have put forward these problems, and they have given us a figure of 2.5 to 3 crore candidates appear in each examinations. So they have come up with a solution. A solution is a common eligibility test, CET, which will enable us to appear once and apply to all of these recruitment agencies for high level of examinations. And so it's a boon to candidates. Okay, we see some definition for NRA. They say it's a multi-agency body. It will be multi-agency body. Which will conduct a CET, common eligibility test, to screen and shortlist candidates for Group B and C non-technical posts. Okay, it will have representatives of Ministry of Railways, so we can get an idea of examinations, which will be included in the common eligibility test. Ministry of Finance is there, Department of Financial Services, the SSC, RRB, and the IBPS. So the last two statements will be made clear in the next slides. What's in the access of examination centers? The NRA will work to enhance the access of examination centers in every district. Okay, we are seeing 117 aspirational districts, something new, with special focus to make affordable access to candidates. Okay, it will work on the terms of cost, effort, safety, and much more other things. Okay, it will ease the access to rural candidates, to motivate the rural candidates to take examinations. Some points, some basic points, we need not give much emphasis on these points. Some major relief for poor candidates, like they need not have to give now multiple examinations, though they can add to the savings. And for women candidates, there's some similar explanations given. Moving to the next slide. Okay, this is really very important point. This is one answer for rural candidates. Okay, so seeing the financial and other constraints, the candidates from rural background. So with NRA, the candidates, by appearing in one examination, that's there by appearing in one CET, they'll get an opportunity to compete in many posts. How? Because the NRA will conduct the first level tier examination. This is a very important point, that the NRA will conduct only the first level of the tier 1 examinations. So if they perform very well in the tier 1 examinations, they have opportunity to move for other fields. Okay, and they have made it clear that NRA will only be responsible for the tier 1 or the first level of any examinations. This is also a very important point, that is score to be valid for 3 years and no bar on attempts. But to the upper age limit, means the upper age limit will be your reference, and if you're within the age limit for your particular examinations, you can take the examination for any number of times. Okay, and the candidates of SC, ST, and OBC, they will enjoy the relaxations in the upper age limit as per as the norms or the policy of the government. So we are seeing standardized testing. You can see here that NRA is conducting CETs in 3 different types according to your qualification, educational qualification, or the profile of job you want to go for. For example, there is the CET each for 3 levels of graduate. First is graduate, then higher secondary 12 pass, and the matriculate or the 10th pass candidates for those non-technical posts to which recruitment is presently carried out by the Staff Selection Commission, SSC, and the Railway Recruitment Board, RRB, or by the IBPS, Institute of Banking Personal Selections. So they have made clear that there are 3 levels of CETs, like with the graduate level, the higher secondary level, or the matriculate level. You can apply according to the profile you want for the job or your educational qualification. And secondly, they're going to their CETs are for non-technical posts in SSC, RRB, and IBPS. And your CET scores will make you eligible for tier 2 and tier 3 examinations. And these 2 examinations, tier 2, tier 3, and the interview, you can call it an interview, will be conducted by respective recruitment agencies. That means NRA will conduct only the first level of examinations, and the next, all the formalities, all the levels will be conducted by respective recruitment agencies. So the NRA will play no role. That is, you need to qualify the tier 1 examinations from CET, and then you need to study and prepare for the tier 2, tier 3 examinations, which will be taken by the respective agencies for which you are applying. There's nothing new in the scheduling test in the choosing center section. Okay, outreach activities by NRA. So they're giving room for multiple languages. That is, you can appear for CET in number of languages. Okay, there's no restriction for only English or only Hindi. Second point, they have made the score and the access to multiple recruitment agencies. This point I find very common to the GATE examinations. It's sort of promising approach of CET, because they're telling that in the future, many public as well as private domains will adopt to choose CET for the recruitment process, and it will also be added in the long run. In the long run, it will be added for the recruiting agencies in the central government, state government, union territories, the public sector undertakings, which we call the PSUs in the private sector. So it's quite promising approach of CET. What is in the shortening in the recruitment cycle? So some departments have indicated their intentions to do away with any second level test. That is, they will take the recruitments on the basis of CET scores or some physical test, or you can call it some medical test. There will be no tier 2 or tier 3 examinations. So there are some agencies which have proposed that they will only take recruitments on the basis of CETs. So it will be beneficial because it will shorten the recruitment cycle. And the last point is the financial outlay. The government has sanctioned an amount of 1517.57 crores, and the expenditure is for over a period of 3 years, and the cost will be incurred for setting up, as we have talked earlier, 117 special districts also. For any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe my channel for more such updates. Thank you.